True manifestation is a byproduct. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, another name for this video could have been Seek Alignment, the Manifestation Will Come. And what inspired this video is I commonly hear the phrase, I'm going to manifest something, or I have manifested something. And when I hear that phrase, and you can probably hear it too, is when somebody says, I have manifested something, then everybody, well, what did you do? What did you do? How did you manifest it? Right? And I'm here to tell you that that is very limited way to go about manifesting, and you're always going to hit a brick wall. In fact, I have people come to me and they either send me a note or an email or something. Brian, I've been manifesting great things in my life. And then as soon as I read a sentence like that, I think to myself, okay, that's wonderful. So, but what I know, what they really mean is I've been allowing things to manifest. But when they say I have been manifesting, what they're saying is they have this conditional way of doing it. Now, I don't know that for sure that they understand that that's happening, but there's some kind of conditional belief, specific belief that is so strong that as they believe it, then it does yield a certain amount of manifestation. But then as I go on through the note, then they've hit a brick wall where they want more manifestations, but their conditional way of doing it won't let them go beyond that. So it's not the natural way that we came to live. We didn't come to manifest things. I say this over and over again. And I'm going to show you the very, very big difference between a mindset where you think you have a manifestation technique, which quite frankly, in the creative process perspective, there's no such thing. And you're going to see that as I go through the video. But I do agree that, see, belief is high vibration. So if somebody says, here's a rock, and if you sleep with it tonight and tomorrow morning you're going to have whatever it is that you want. You want a new car, there'll be a new car in your driveway or something. If you believe that strongly enough, it would happen because the universe will yield to you anything that you believe. But you can see it's a very limited and conditional belief because it's based on something like the rock, for example. But there's all kinds of examples like that going around on this planet. People are trying to sell other people on this idea of how to manifest things. You know, it's just the big buzzword. You know, how do I get to manifest this? So people are trying to teach that. I'm not teaching any of that at all. I'm teaching how to live life, how to live your high vibration life. And then all the manifestations you want are a byproduct. It's all effortless. It's unconditional. It's unlimited. But when you think about you're going to manifest something, or I've got this manifestation technique, it's kind of like you're using the law of attraction, or you're using your thought energy like money. You say, well, if I spend this money, then I can get that. So, but then we're relating that to energy. Well, if I do this with my thoughts, then I'll get that. So it's kind of an extension of the old traditional way of life thinking, but with an energy twist. And I'm not teaching that at all. That's really, it's kind of an intermediate step that people are learning as humanity is learning about how life really works. So it's kind of a little twisted way that people are using energy. But what I teach is the real true stuff of the universe about how we live our high vibration life. And all those manifestations are just effortless manifestations that flow into our life. So if you're doing any of that manifestation techniques, if you haven't hit a brick wall, you will hit a brick wall because it's conditional and it's limited, and you will find that out one way or another. And so I get people that do come to me and want to know how they can get above, get different things, more things manifesting, and you got to go to true life. This is how you get more things, that you lift the ceiling. No ceiling whatsoever. Unlimited manifestations of whatever you want. And that's what we came for, to be, do, and have what we want. And the universe is completely supportive of us to live that life. And its creative process explains it all to us. So instead of a technique or thinking you're going to manifest something, I don't talk in those terms at all. I talk about unconditional, unlimited, right? Effortless. So I talk about high vibration thought energy all through the day, around the clock. You're just filling your high vibration bucket, your imaginary high vibration bucket, with good feeling thought energy on everything going through your day, right? It could be about yourself, if you're thinking about yourself, if you're thinking about others, if you're thinking about your past, if you're thinking about your financial situation, if you're thinking about your job, if you're thinking about your family, if you're thinking about traffic, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, what I'm teaching is you want to find a way to feel good in those present moments. And even if you don't like what you're seeing or observing and the physical world is not what you want, you are still not letting that affect you. You are choosing good feeling thoughts all the time, and that's that unconditional feel good, and you're loading your bucket up with high vibration thought energy. You're streaming your communication to the law of attraction is high vibration, and then what comes of that, right, is all the stuff that contrast caused you to ask for through your life. Your inner being set this vibrational reality up with all the goodies, and they're going to flow right into your physical world as you're doing this, going through your day. Nothing specific. You have no technique. There is no technique. There is no specific thought. There's no specific action. You can use things like affirmations and vision boards and gratitude lists. Those things are just to train you to get your mind to be in that positive feeling place as you go through your day. But they in themselves are not manifestation tools. Those are thought training tools. That's the way I teach them. Where other people try to convince you that those are manifestation tools, they really are not, because again, we didn't come to manifest. We come to live a happy, fulfilling, joyful life, and in that we receive all the things that we want, because the creative process shows us that just by the natural living of our daily life and our experiences, we have contrast and we ask for what we want. Our inner being sets it up, and as we're living this kind of daily life with our thought energy, it just flows into our life. It's a byproduct. It's natural. So we stop saying we're going to manifest things, and we say, I'm inviting, right? I'm inviting the things that I want. I'm allowing them. I'm receiving them. And that's all effortless. And somebody says, well, how are you doing that? How are you inviting them? Oh, well, when I talk with my friends and I have a good time and I feel good about what we're talking about, and if the conversation starts to get negative, I pull it back into a good feeling place, or I excuse myself so I don't go into a negative feeling place with people. And when I'm at my job, if I like it, that's lovely, and I think good feeling thoughts, and if there's something about my job I don't like, I understand that's contrast, and my inner being set up the better experience, so I focus on the positive aspects. And when I'm with family, I talk about the things that feel good, and I don't engage in any kind of drama or anything that doesn't feel good. And when I think about my health, when I think about my finances, when I think about everything I go through my day with, I'm looking for a way to use that as a reason to fill my bucket up with high vibration thought energy. And that's the natural way of life, where it's very easy and effortless. See, there's no technique to any of this. It's completely unconditional. It's completely unlimited. There's just nothing specific to do. You just live your life with good feeling thought energy in all parts of your day and your life. And like Maharishi said, the more you do, the less you get, and the less you do, the more you get. And when you learn to do nothing, you get everything. And what he meant was, when you go back to the old physical world where you're just using physical effort to make things happen, so the more you do, the less you get. So you're trying to make things happen, and that's the least amount of receiving that you're going to do, because you're out of alignment a lot of time with that kind of life. Then you step into this kind of life. That's what he's talking about. You're doing less, so you're using your mind a little bit more, but you're still not using it in alignment. So you will get more with less effort, but you're certainly not getting the full picture. And then the last thing he said, when you learn to do nothing, well, it's not that you're doing nothing, but everything that you think and do, it feels good. So it feels like you're doing nothing because it's enjoyable. There's no effort to it. There's no drudgery or struggle or strain. It's all easy flowing actions and thoughts and everything. So that's what he was talking about. And this is it. This is the life that we came to live right here. So you want to shift out of the action paradigm to make things happen. That's the real old paradigm. This is going on the planet now as humanity is awakening and getting wind of energy, that there's this idea of manifestation technique, and we're going to manifest. And again, that's the big buzzword. How do we get to manifest what we want? But we just want to drop that and get away from all that. The real ultimate way to be is, well, how am I going to feel good? How do I feel good in this situation? What's the way that I can feel good? How can I think about this that's going to let me feel good? That doesn't look kind of the way that I want, but how can I look at it in a way that feels good to me, that it's serving me, that I can get a good feeling thought out of it, so that no matter what's going on in your daily life, that your mind, emotional mind, is not following your physical circumstances down into a place that you don't like. You stay emotionally high, so that you're consistently sending a high vibration signal to the law of attraction. See, that's what I'm teaching. That's why I say this idea about manifestation techniques and you're going to manifest. You really want to get away from that terminology. It's going to limit you. At some point, you may be going along fine, or maybe you've hit the wall, but if you haven't, you will, because it's this paradigm. It's this way of living and thinking, and it will only yield you so much because it's conditional and it's limited. It's not the full unlimited use of the power of your mind, which is just simply good feeling thoughts, and that opens up for infinity in terms of receiving. There's no end. It's unlimited. And so that's the way we want to live. Okay, so that's the message I wanted to hit home in this video today, is that true manifestation is just a byproduct. We did not come for that. We came to live in alignment. And I talk about what alignment is in other videos, and it's a big topic that I talk about in my books, particularly the Book of Life. And so if you are not getting that from the videos, if you are not fully understanding that, that's another resource that you can go to. But if you watch enough videos, I'm sure you'll get it. And when you're living your life in alignment, then the manifestations are just going to come. You see, that's just a natural part of flow of life, and it's a byproduct of living your life in alignment. So that's the message for today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and have yourself a great day.